that you want to manipulate the narcissist. They have done so much to you, so I get it. I get it that you want to do this. This technique that I'm going to talk about in the video is so easy, so simple that anyone can do it. Watch this video because I'm going to tell you how. Hello and welcome back. Guys, so you want to manipulate the narcissist. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this in the video, but I need you to listen to this with an open mind, okay? With an open mind. I'm smiling because this technique is actually so simple and you've probably actually even heard of it, but I'm going to tell you this technique because it is so powerful, okay, that anyone can do this, all right? Anyone can do this. But it means that you have to be ready, emotionally, psychologically, you've got to be ready to be able to do this. Okay, so let's get into the video. Right, okay. I'm not gonna long this out, okay? I'm not gonna long this out because you're probably thinking, yeah, okay, come on, Anushka, what is it? What is it? What is it? Okay, so the way that you manipulate a narcissist, all right, is by going silent, right? Okay. It's by going silent. Don't kill me for saying this. I'm just the messenger, and I'm going to explain to you, why this technique is so powerful. Silence, all right, silence is a communication. To someone like the narcissist who doesn't understand you talking, they don't listen, all right, their ears are closed, they're not listening to you, they don't care what you say. So you've got to show this in your behavior. So when you remove communication from the narcissist, they're like, what the hell? So they don't expect you to do this. This is how you've got to become. You've got to become the person that the narcissist hasn't worked out. You've got to become that person that they can't predict your next move. That is how you become powerful and take control over this situation. We're not here to control and manipulate people. This is about controlling a situation. All right, we're not going to control an outcome like what the narcissist, we're not going to stoop down to their level. That's not what this video is about. This is about you standing in your own power and taking the control back. You're not going to let someone else take control over you. So you've got to understand that when you withdraw your energy, your communication, your emotion from somebody, especially somebody like the narcissist, they are going to hate this because they can't predict your next move. They don't know what your next move is going to be. So they hate that. So they don't know, which causes them to be unstable. They don't know. And that's what you've got to become. So think about it, you know, like at the beginning of the relationship or beginning of that interaction with that person, they didn't know you. So they took their time to try and work you out. They took their time to understand your body language, your facial expressions, the way that you think. So you've got to remove that, which you can do, even though you've been in a relationship for quite some time with a narcissist and they have worked this out. What you've got to do is remove communication. I know that this is difficult. I know that staying silent from someone is not easy, especially when all you want to do is communicate and understand and ask why this has happened. But the narcissist is not going to give you that. That is what you have to realize. The narcissist is not going to give you explanations, validations, and understanding. You have to find that on your own. So the way that you stand in your power is by you taking the control back of the situation. It's like what I said, when you're talking, they're not listening. So verbal communication doesn't work. This is why you've got to take your power back, yourself back, remove, and you don't give them any information. Because if you think about it, if someone hasn't got information, how can they then destroy it and use it against you? They can't. So what you're doing is you're manipulating the situation. No, you're not doing this for a certain outcome. You're not doing this because you've got an agenda behind it like the narcissist. Look, they've done it to you how many times, but we are not stooping down to their level. What you're doing is you're protecting yourself. This is boundaries. This is you protecting yourself. This is not you being manipulative and mirroring this behavior back to the narcissist. This is for your protection. Look, what's the alternative? You're going to tell them, you're going to show them how you feel, and they're going to just use that against you. You have to stay in no communication. For those of you who possibly can't go no contact and remove all communication, you have to give very limited information. And you'll see that the way that they interact with you is going to change. They're going to ask you probably more questions. They're going to give you more attention. They might even love bomb you. You've got to see that these are all manipulative tactics. They're trying to get this information from you. They're doing their best. This is what they do their best at. So you have to see what is going on. Be aware of what they are doing. They are trying to extract that information from you so they can use it against you. But the way that you become unpredictable is by not giving that information. I mean, this can work in a few scenarios, like, for example, if you still have to co-parent with a narcissist, or maybe you have assets with that person, you know, you give very limited information. So, for example, they ask, hey, how are you? How are you doing? How's your day going? You say, yeah, fine. And that's what you do. You cut off the conversation. It's kind of like you've got to become more business-like in this interaction. Or the alternative is how you usually used to react or answer the question was, yeah, I'm doing fine. Couldn't sleep very well because I've got a lot of things going on. Already you're giving them too much information because they're seeing that, okay, you're not sleeping well, which means that you're stressed, which means that they can manipulate the information and use it against you, that maybe you're not coping, maybe that you are not doing well in your life, maybe you need to go and see someone to help you, maybe you need medication. They know that maybe you're stressed, so they might try and attempt to hoover, to be your knight in shining armor, or someone that they can help you with this situation. Already, that bit of information has given them a lot. So they know where you are emotionally. They know how you're thinking. They know that you're not sleeping well, which means you're going to be tired, which means that you're easier then to manipulate. And that's what they do. They take these nuggets of information and they use them against you. Because, like I said, they want a certain outcome, so they're going to control how you see, how you perceive things. This is called gaslighting, changing somebody else's reality. And you see, this is learned behavior from their childhood. This is what their parents or their caregivers would have done to them, which is why they are so good at it. They've been doing this for years. This isn't just you. They do this to everybody because they don't attach to people in a healthy way. It's all dysfunctional. It's an attachment disorder. So when you don't attach to someone in a healthy way, you can't attach to yourself in a healthy way, which is why I always say they're so detached, so far removed. To do that to someone, to take information from someone and use it against them, that is really cruel. That's really nasty. You wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, not many people would, because you just don't. But they do. So in order to take control of this situation, you need to take the control back and empower yourself. Empower you. Make you feel good. Give yourself some headspace by going no contact. Have some time to think. Settle your emotions. Think about what it is that you want. Because when you're giving energy, emotion, validation, you're just giving your energy out to someone who does not deserve it. I know that many of you probably still have feelings for this person, and look, I completely get it. I completely understand. To detach from someone just like that is so hard, especially if you've loved them, especially if you care for them. But the narcissist can do this because they don't attach onto you in a healthy way. They don't connect to you in that way. They don't bond to you in that way because there's no depth to that relationship. It's all surface level. They don't do it because it's because of their childhood. They just can't. They don't attach onto anyone in that way. So that's why they can be so cruel. That's why they can detach, move on, and get supply elsewhere. That's what they do. This is how they have learned to survive in the world. So you see, you removing that from them is really hurtful. They can't cope, and they really desire that. They really want that from you, but that's one thing that they're not going to get from you anymore, because you have become wise to those games. You really get what is going on, and you need to stand in that power. You need to hold tight on that, because this is how you move forward. This is how you understand that these individuals, I mean, is it really worth your time trying to argue, trying to explain yourself with this person? They're not listening. They're not listening to you. They don't care what you've got to say. They're just like, whatever. If you're not doing what I want you to do, I don't care. And it is as simple as that. That's what it boils down to. And I know that is really, really hurtful for a lot of you to hear. And this information isn't meant to hurt you. It's really meant to help you, educate you, help you to level up. So if you are someone that is going through this, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also got a mentorship and a journal club, and if you are interested in joining, please see the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.